Jai Hind everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel, which is Explore Yourselves, Banking and General Knowledge, etc. Today I'm going to narrate my short story. Success begins with self discipline. Success is one of the most desired goals in human life. Every person dreams of achieving something meaningful, whether it is financial stability, academic excellence, professional growth, emotional peace, or personal satisfaction. People often search for shortcuts to success. Some believe luck is the key, while others think talent alone can make a person successful. However, history, experience, and real life prove one powerful truth again and again. Success begins with self discipline. Self discipline is the ability to control one's thoughts, emotions, habits, and actions in order to achieve long term goals. It is the inner strength that pushes a person to continue moving forward even when motivation disappears. Motivation may inspire people for a short time, but discipline keeps them working consistently. A disciplined person understands the importance of time, effort, patience, and responsibility. Many successful individuals, from scientists and athletes to entrepreneurs and spiritual leaders, have reached greatness not merely because they were gifted, but because they practiced discipline every single day. Self discipline teaches sacrifice, consistency, focus, and resilience. It helps people avoid distractions and remain committed to their purpose. The following story explores how self discipline can completely transform an ordinary life into an extraordinary one. Chapter 1. The Boy with Big Dreams. In a small town surrounded by fields and narrow roads lived a boy named Arjun. He belonged to a middle class family. His father worked in a small government office while his mother managed the household carefully to support the family's limited income. Arjun was intelligent, cheerful, and full of dreams. He often imagined becoming a successful entrepreneur one day. However, there was one major problem in his life. He lacked discipline. Arjun loved postponing work. He wasted hours watching videos, scrolling through social media, chatting with friends, and sleeping late. Even every night, he promised himself that the next day would be different. Yet every morning, he returned to the same careless routine. His teachers frequently complained. Arjun has potential, they said, but he does not use it properly. His father also worried. You are talented, his father often reminded him. But talent without discipline is like a vehicle without fuel. Arjun listened silently, but never things changed seriously. He believed that somehow things would work out automatically. During school examinations, he studied only at the last moment. Sometimes he scored average marks, and this created a dangerous confidence in him. He thought last minute effort was enough for success. Unfortunately, life was preparing to teach him a different lesson. Chapter 2. The First Failure. After completing school, Arjun decided to prepare for a highly competitive entrance examination. Thousands of students across the country appeared for it every year. Success required consistent hard work, proper planning, and strong discipline. At the beginning, Arjun bought expensive books, joined coaching classes, and created colorful study schedules. For a few days, he followed them sincerely. But soon his old habits returned. He skipped classes, he delayed assignments, he spent nights watching entertainment videos instead of studying. Whenever his mother advised him, he responded casually, there's still plenty of time. Months passed quickly. As the examination approached, panic slowly entered his mind. He realized that he had not completed even half the syllabus. Fear replaced confidence. For the first time in his life, he experienced the pressure created by indiscipline. He attempted to study day and night before the examination, but it was too late. His mind became tired and confused. During the exam, many questions appeared unfamiliar. When the results were announced, Arjun failed badly. The failure shocked him deeply. Friends who had studied consistently cleared the examination. Some students who were less naturally talented than him succeeded because they had maintained discipline throughout the year. For several days, Arjun avoided meeting people. He felt ashamed and disappointed. The dream he once spoke about proudly now seemed distant. One evening, he sat alone on the terrace of his house, staring silently at the dark sky. That night changed his life forever. Chapter 3: The Old Teacher. While sitting on the terrace, Arjun remembered his former school teacher, Mr. Raman. He was a retired teacher known for his wisdom and disciplined lifestyle. The next morning, Arjun decided to visit him. Mr. Raman welcomed him warmly. After listening patiently to Arjun's story, the old teacher smiled gently and said, "Failure is not dangerous, Arjun. Remaining the same after failure is dangerous." Arjun lowered his head. "I worked hard before the exam," he said softly. Mr. Raman shook his head. "No, you worked desperately, not consistently. There's a difference." Those words struck Arjun deeply. His teacher continued, "Success does not come from sudden effort, it comes from repeated disciplined actions. Self discipline is the bridge between dreams and achievement." Arjun listened carefully. Mr. Raman then showed him an old notebook filled with daily routines, goals, and habits. "For 40 years," the teacher explained, "I followed discipline in small things: waking up on time, reading daily, exercising, controlling expenses, and respecting commitments. Discipline may look boring at first, but creates freedom later." Arjun asked quietly, "Can I still change myself?" The old teacher smiled again. "Of course, but remember one thing: discipline is not punishment, it is self respect." Those words became the foundation of Arjun's transformation. The next morning, Arjun woke up at 5 o'clock for the first time in many years. It was difficult. His body wanted to sleep longer. His mind suggested postponing the effort until the next day. But he remembered Mr. Raman's words. He forced himself to get up. That single action became the first victory of his new life. Chapter 4: The Beginning of Change. Arjun started making small changes instead of huge promises. The habits he introduced slowly included: first, fixed wake up time. He woke up every morning at the same time. Second, daily planning. He wrote clear tasks for the day. Third, limited mobile usage. He reduced unnecessary screen time. Fourth, physical exercise. He began jogging every morning. Fifth, consistent study hours. Instead of studying randomly, he studied regularly. Sixth, healthy sleep routine. He stopped staying awake late at night unnecessarily. Seventh, self reflection. Every night he reviewed his progress honestly. Initially, the process felt uncomfortable. Discipline challenged his old habits constantly. Many times he wanted to quit. Some days he failed completely and wasted time again. But unlike earlier, he did not give up after one mistake. He restarted immediately. Slowly, discipline became less painful. Then it became normal. Finally, it became a part of his identity. Chapter 5: The Power of Consistency. Months passed. Arjun noticed major changes in himself. His concentration improved, his confidence increased, his health became better. Most importantly, his mind became calmer. Earlier, he depended on moods and motivation. Now, he worked regardless of feelings. He realized something powerful: successful people are not always motivated. They are disciplined enough to continue even when they do not feel like working. One rainy morning, Arjun felt lazy and tired. He considered skipping his session. But then he asked himself, if I cannot control my mind today, how will I control my future? He opened his books and studied anyway. That day, he understood the true meaning of self discipline. Discipline is doing what is necessary even when it is uncomfortable. Chapter 6, The Second Attempt. A year later, Arjun appeared for the same competitive examination again. This time, his preparation was completely different. He had studied consistently for 2 months. He had solved hundreds of practice papers. He had trained his mind to remain calm under pressure. When he entered the examination hall, fear did not control him anymore. He wrote confidently. Weeks later, the results were announced. Arjun had cleared the examination successfully. Tears filled with his mother's eyes. His father smiled proudly. Mr. Raman simply said, you see, success begins with self discipline. That success was not merely an academic achievement, it was proof that Arjun had conquered his greatest enemy, his own undisciplined habits. Chapter 7, Discipline Beyond Studies. Arjun eventually entered a prestigious institution. There he met students from different backgrounds. Many were highly talented. However, he noticed something interesting. Some brilliant students failed because they lacked discipline. Some average students performed exceptionally because they remained consistent. This observation strengthened his belief even more. Arjun also learned that discipline applies to every area of life. Self discipline is important in first, education. Regular study creates strong understanding and confidence. Second, career. Professional success requires punctuality, responsibility, and consistency. Third, financial life. Disciplined spending and saving creates financial stability. Fourth, health. Regular exercise and healthy habits protect body and mind. Fifth, relationships. Respect, patience, and emotional control strengthen relationships. Sixth, emotional stability. Discipline helps people manage anger, fear, and stress. Seventh, spiritual growth. Consistency in meditation, prayer, or self-reflection develops inner peace. Arjun realized that discipline is not limited to one goal. It shapes the entire personality. Chapter 8, The Trap of Comfort. During college life, many distractions surrounded Arjun again. Friends invited him to parties frequently, entertainment was available everywhere, social media constantly demanded attention. Some students mocked disciplined routines. Life is for enjoyment, they said, but Arjun understood an important truth. Temporary comfort often destroys long term success. He learned to balance enjoyment with responsibility. He still spent time with his friends and enjoyed life, but he never allowed distractions to control him completely. He understood that discipline is not about living without happiness. It is about avoiding excess and maintaining balance. A disciplined person does not become a robot. Instead, discipline creates freedom from regret, stress, and chaos. Chapter 9, The Entrepreneurial Dream. After completing his education, Arjun decided to start his own business. This journey proved even more challenging than studies. Business required patience, planning, risk taking, and emotional strength. Initially, his startup struggled badly. There were financial problems. Customers were few, many people doubted his vision. Some relatives advised him to quit and choose a safer job. But discipline helped him survive difficult times. Every morning he followed his routine strictly. He managed time carefully. He learned new skills continuously. He controlled unnecessary expenses. He remained focused even during failure. Years later, his business slowly became successful. The same people who once doubted him now admired his achievements. But Arjun knew the truth. His success did not appear suddenly. It was built quietly through disciplined daily actions repeated over many years. Chapter 10, Lessons from Great Personalities. Arjun often read biographies of special successful people. He noticed one common quality in almost all of them: self discipline. Examples included: first, athletes. Champions practice for hours daily, even when they feel tired. Second, writers. Great authors maintain regular writing habits. Third, scientists. Scientific discoveries require years of disciplined research. Fourth, entrepreneurs. Successful business leaders follow structured routines and long term planning. Fifth, spiritual leaders. Meditation, simplicity, and self control form the core of spiritual discipline. These examples proved that discipline is more powerful than temporary motivation. Motivation changes daily, discipline remains stable. Chapter 11, Why People Fail to Stay Disciplined. As Arjun became more experienced, many young people approached him for guidance. He noticed common reasons why people struggle with discipline. Major reasons include: first, desire for instant results. People want success quickly and become impatient. Second, addiction to comfort. Modern life offers endless distractions and entertainment. Third, fear of failure. Some people avoid effort because they fear disappointment. Fourth, lack of clear goals. Without direction, discipline becomes difficult. Fifth, negative environment. Undisciplined surroundings influence behavior strongly. Sixth, poor time management. Wasting time creates stress and inconsistency. Seventh, overconfidence. Some people depend only on talent and ignore hard work. Arjun explained that discipline is like a muscle. The more it is practiced, the stronger it becomes. Chapter 12, Building Self Discipline. One day during a motivational seminar, Arjun shared practical methods to develop self discipline. He explained these points carefully. First, start small. Small, consistent habits are more effective than unrealistic goals. Second, create a routine. Daily structure reduces confusion and laziness. Third, avoid unnecessary distractions. Limit excessive social media and time wasting activities. Fourth, focus on long term goals. Remembering the future helps control present temptations. Fifth, maintain physical health. Healthy bodies support disciplined minds. Sixth, learn from failure. Mistakes should become lessons, not excuses. Seventh, practice self control daily. Even small acts of discipline strengthen character. Eighth, stay consistent. Consistency matters more than intensity. Ninth, choose good company. Positive environments encourage disciplined habits. 10th, believe in gradual improvement. This real transformation takes time. The audience listened attentively because Arjun spoke from personal experience. Chapter 13, Discipline and Mental Strength. As years passed, Arjun discovered another important truth. Self discipline is not only creates success, it also builds mental strength. Life is unpredictable. There are losses, disappointments, failures, criticism, and uncertainty. Undisciplined minds collapse easily under pressure. Disciplined minds remain steady. During difficult phases in business, Arjun remained emotionally balanced because discipline had trained his mind to stay patient and focused. He understood that discipline creates resilience. It teaches people to continue moving forward despite obstacles. Chapter 14, The Real Meaning of Success. One evening, Arjun visited his old teacher again after many years. Mr. Raman had become very old. Arjun thanked him emotionally. You changed my life, he said. The teacher smiled gently and asked, What is success according to you now? Arjun remained silent for a moment before answering. Earlier, I thought success meant money and recognition. Now I understand that real success means becoming capable of controlling oneself. Mr. Raman nodded proudly. That is true wisdom, he said. A person who cannot control habits, emotions, laziness, anger, or desires can never achieve anything lasting success, regardless of wealth or fame. True success begins within, and self discipline is the foundation of inner victory. Chapter 15. The Message to the Younger Generation. Later in life, young Arjun started mentoring students and young professionals. He repeatedly shared one message: do not wait for perfect conditions. Start disciplining yourself today. He explained that modern society often promotes comfort, shortcuts, and instant pleasure. However, long term achievement still follows the timeless principles of discipline, patience, and consistency. He warned young people about excessive dependence on motivation. Motivation may inspire you for one day, he said. Discipline will transform your entire life. Many students who followed his guidance improved academically, professionally, and emotionally. Some became entrepreneurs, some became civil servants, some became teachers and researchers, but all of them carried one common lesson: success begins with self discipline. Conclusion: self discipline is one of the greatest strengths a human being can develop. It is the invisible force that transforms dreams into reality. While talent, intelligence, luck, and opportunities are important, they cannot replace consistent disciplined effort. Discipline teaches responsibility, patience, focus, sacrifice, and perseverance. It helps people overcome laziness, distractions, fear, and negative habits. Most importantly, it builds character. The story of Arjun proves that even ordinary individuals can achieve extraordinary success when they learn to control themselves and remain consistent within their actions. Success does not happen overnight. It grows slowly through daily habits, repeated efforts, and disciplined choices. In today's world filled with distractions and instant gratification, self discipline has become more valuable than ever. Those who master it gain a powerful advantage in every field of life. A disciplined person may progress slowly at first, but eventually moves farther than those who rely only on talent or temporary motivation. Because in the end, success is not merely about reaching a destination, it is about becoming the kind of person who deserves success. And that journey begins with self discipline. Disclaimer: this story is created for educational, motivational, and inspirational purposes only. The characters, events, and situations described are fictional but inspired by common real life experiences and principles of personal development. Success may vary from person to person depending on circumstances, opportunities, effort, and individual choices. Readers are encouraged to apply self discipline and personal growth practices according to their own goals, responsibilities, and life situations. Thank you very much for your patience. Please like and share this video and subscribe to my YouTube channel.